Hello, welcome to this update for Europe and Africa. So, we talked a bit about Europe yesterday, but there are some things we didn't talk about that are worth mentioning. So, first, there'll be the storms I mentioned yesterday, but there'll be tremendous amounts of snow still in the Alps and the Pyrenees. So, starting with the Pyrenees, still shows next 5 days, especially today and tomorrow. In some areas there, close to 50 centimeters of snow, and locally might be even more in some spots there. So be careful in those areas, and also the lower part of the Pyrenees might have some, and central Spain in a spot or two. But there in the Alps, it will be very heavy, especially in the southwestern Alps. Some spots there, you see those dark purples. Some areas might get close to 2 meters of snow. So the light purple is 75 to 100 centimeters in some spots of northern Italy and Switzerland, but this dark purple right across southern Switzerland is upwards of 100 to 150 centimeters, and some very dark spots are even to 200 centimeters of snow, so be careful. It's already snowing some today, but the most will be like tomorrow and Thursday there in the Alps, so please stay safe there. Be careful with heavy snow, maybe any occasional avalanche danger or anything. So please stay safe. Shows here like some more dark purples between France and Italy. It might be more dangerous snowfall, especially right there in the highest peaks, more areas of above 100 centimeters, and even some in Austria, some mountains with more, but nothing as crazy as you will be on the west there. So be careful in Switzerland and Italy and those areas there. So here for the storms I did mention yesterday, but there are some changes here. So this is for Wednesday, April 16th to Thursday. So this is tomorrow for Wednesday. Shows a level 2 tomorrow in Corsica and Sardinia, and in northern Italy as well for the heavy rain, and a level 1 across Italy, and level 1 also in Germany, and also in Tunisia and Algeria, the Balearic Islands, and in southern France, and some lightning in other spots. So here they say a level 2 issued for parts of northwestern Italy, mainly for excessive rain. A level 2 issued for Corsica, Sardinia, mainly for excessive rain as well. A broad level 1 encompasses both level 2 areas with similar hazard but lower probabilities. In addition, isolated tornadoes, severe wind, gust, threat, and hail is forecast. So a level 1 issued for parts of the western Mediterranean, mainly for a few water spouts, tornadoes, and heavy rain. A level 1 issue for Tunisia, mainly for isolated large hail and heavy rain. And level 1 issue for parts of Germany, mainly for severe damaging wind gusts and isolated large hail and heavy rain. So stay safe tomorrow. Be careful in those areas. And if we check here, there's this one. I think I showed you this yesterday. This actually for today. So Tuesday the 15th until Wednesday. So shows a level 1 still northeastern Spain with those storms in northern Italy, parts of France, Switzerland, and northern Africa there. And this yellow is all general thunderstorms possible. So please be careful in those areas. As you can see here, we had many storms in Algeria and those areas in the Mediterranean today. Still storms in Algeria and storms in Spain. There are many scared storms across northeastern Spain and central Spain. So be careful in those areas. And here still shows Tuesday, Wednesday, starts snowing more Wednesday in the Alps and some heavy rain plus heavy snow. And then Thursday shows kind of this spinning low pressure, right? Between France and Italy in spots of Corsica with some heavy rain and the heaviest of snow around Thursday morning. And the Pyrenees still snowing on Thursday and tomorrow Wednesday. So Friday this goes away, but still some storms through Eastern Europe on the 18th, and some around Germany, Poland around Friday still, and then still shows some rain in Sweden, Denmark, Saturday, or a storm or two in Russia, and some more showers scared. So be aware. And this is Wednesday, shows more storms in Tunisia, spots of southern Italy, and even close to Malta, but most of it will be in Italy. It's kind of quiet further south, but shows especially in Sardinia, Corsica, be careful near France, in those areas there. And after that, we have this front on Friday in Portugal and Spain, probably more storms again. And thus shows Saturday, the 19th, more storms throughout northeastern Spain, southern France. Might be more snow on the Pyrenees and more storms throughout Spain, France, southern France, even northern Spain. Some snow and some storms still Saturday and Sunday. So stay safe in those areas. Still, by the 22nd, some rain across Spain and France, and some snow in the mountains, including the Alps and the Pyrenees, still on the 23rd possible. So stay safe in those areas. Still shows the accumulation of rain in northwestern Italy, those areas until next Sunday. So until Easter shows more than 200 millimeters, in some areas 100, 200, spots of 90 to 100. Be careful with landslides and possible flooding in those areas. Shows in Corsica more than 100 millimeters as well, 123, spots of Portugal and Spain, and even some spots close to 100 in Portugal and Spain, especially the front on Friday. So stay safe. Some scattered rain from northeastern Europe, like Central Eastern Europe, but nothing crazy. It will be from the remnants of this. In Ireland, some more, even 2 millimeters, spots of the UK. And here we do have some yellow rain warnings in the western UK there. Be careful, check the site in the description to see the warnings. Some red warnings in Italy, rain, wind warning, more in France, spots of Spain as well, and even Bosnia, some wind. In Switzerland, might be rain and snow, especially in the mountains, some heavy snowfall. So be careful in those areas and stay safe. Down here in Africa, still have a lot of tropical moisture and especially more thunderstorms occurring today in spots of Somalia, Ethiopia, especially around Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda, some in Angola, and more even through Western Africa. So in these areas, still a possible front in South Africa Tuesday into Wednesday, possibly more storms in Southeast and South Africa Wednesday, and Eswatini. So be careful as that extra tropical cyclone tries to form in the ocean, and then more heavy showers and storms through Central Africa in the tropical areas. So Wednesday, Thursday, some more in Democratic Republic of the Congo, Republic of the Congo, more in Angola, spots of Gabon, and this continues there because it's just normal, very tropical rains. So this goes still shows maybe sometimes northern Malawi and Mozambique, even still storm or two in Madagascar, but especially in those areas, Central Africa, there still shows like Thursday this week in Somalia and Kenya, some more in Ethiopia, and more spots in Nigeria. Those areas still shows like next week, the 21st, Central Africa, still some more, some fronts near South Africa, and then Tuesday still shows more spots, Central Africa Wednesday, and more. But this just continues there, nothing crazy, but always be careful of those storms because some downpours like this can leave some very uh, high wind gusts plus heavy rain, and always the potential of small flash flooding with this heavy rain and lightning and everything. So be careful. But the accumulation here until the 20th, 5 days, shows spots of Democratic Republic of the Congo, Gabon, especially to 68 millimeters, even to 89 millimeters, southern Nigeria more, most of Cameroon, except the far north, and more especially western Tanzania, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and some more in Kenya too. This is not a high resolution model, so there might be more rain than what it's showing here, because like those downpours I showed you on the satellite, if they are very strong, it can dump even more rain than what is being shown here. So just keep that in mind, and still shows more for like central Botswana, some spots of Namibia, but especially South Africa today and tomorrow with that system there at the front. So shows even to 100 meters in Durban, some other spots to 93 meters, 92 in Lesotho, some storms, and other spots South Africa 5 days. So be aware, spots of central Mozambique more than 60 meters as well. Some showers in the Comoros and Madagascar, likely a few storms in Madagascar, and but nothing crazy. So let's see here. Sorry if the sound keeps changing. I'm just organizing. So here, let's see. Around Malawi and some spots in the lake, even shows 143 millimeters. Might be more showers and storms around the lake. So be careful in Malawi, some other parts of Tanzania, and spots there. Show like in Kenya, and still in Somalia spots to 72 millimeters, might be even more in Ethiopia, especially southern Ethiopia, more spots there. So stay safe in those areas. Be aware there's the GFS as well. It shows especially more in Somalia and Ethiopia. The GFS is all the way to 118 millimeters. It shows in spots of Somalia to 146, 144, more in Ethiopia, like to 137, and there's in Uganda those downpours, in Kenya as well. Still be careful, especially southern and western Kenya. Be careful, but most areas there's even the north shows Lake Victoria, some heavier showers. Burundi, Rwanda, still some more, and more spots in eastern Tanzania too. So be aware in Mozambique, just like the European, still some showers there. In South Africa, it doesn't have as heavy, but still has some 63 to 78 millimeters, and summer rain in South Africa. So be aware, shows more around Angola, northern Zambia, Democratic Republic of Congo, and more spots in Gabon and those areas, southern Cameroon, Nigeria, and already in Guinea and Ivory Coast shows more there. It shows even to 90 millimeters in a spot or two, the GFS. So be aware there are those areas, especially here, like there's the icon, shows some spots central Botswana, even to 127 millimeters in a very isolated spot there. That might change, still shows near South Africa, more showers and some storms, especially in the seas near Tanzania and near northern Mozambique, in the ocean, in Madagascar as well, and shows in spots of Kenya, the icon as well, although it's 145 millimeters. So be careful with these showers, storms there. Stay up to date with your local forecast. There, I have some links in the description. So here shows in Ethiopia still some showers in the highlands and some specific areas, even to 95 millimeters, and a shower too in Eritrea, some more in Somalia. So stay safe, be aware. Shows more in Liberia, spots of Sierra Leone, some in Ghana, southern Nigeria, and São Tomé, spots of Gabon. There's some heavy showers, southern Cameroon and Gabon. So be aware, especially these most tropical areas here with these heavy downpours, including Angola as well, spots in Mozambique, Somalia. So stay safe, and even like Benin, Togo, some heavier downpours from time to time. So stay safe there. Northern Africa shows as well from the storms in Europe, some 49 millimeters, some 50 millimeters. Be careful because those storms can be quite rough too, especially in Tunisia tomorrow. Shows spots on Morocco, some more rain. And just for curiosity, further out, doesn't increase much in Northern Africa, but does increase some in Algeria. But further out increases more there in the tropics, of course. And yeah, but this is too far out. We can't know that. But the European does something strange. It brings a small speck of moisture into Mauritania, but that's strange. So yeah, be aware. But nothing that crazy. And here there's some different models, but be careful. And another important thing here are these very hot temperatures. So still shows like the GFS spots of Senegal, Mauritania, Mali, and this is tomorrow, Wednesday, and in Chad, more spots. There are still some very high temperatures, most likely above 40 degrees in some areas, and also South Sudan, more spots there Thursday, very high temperatures Thursday, Friday, and Northern Africa is a little bit more mild, but still very hot. Central Africa still shows even Saturday even close to 44 45 degrees in Chad and northern Cameroon. Sunday still very hot, even Libya, spots in Egypt, Sudan as well. So stay safe, those temperatures there. And yeah, so please be careful. Here there's the European model, shows like this afternoon there are spots of Senegal, some 41 degrees, 40 degrees, in Mali 39, 37 degrees. So stay safe in those areas, and shows more in Chad, spots of even Libya some 36 degrees. So during the night does cool down, especially in the north, like Morocco has some below average temperature still, some -3 in the mountains, some -1, spots in Algeria, colder as well. So be aware in those areas. But still, like Wednesday afternoon to 41, Chad and northern Cameroon, Sudan 38 to 41 degrees, spots in northern Ethiopia, especially Senegal to 42 degrees, and Mauritania. And this just the temperature, the heat in the sea, the feels like temperature will be even higher. So please stay safe, especially shows like Thursday the 17th, some 43 degrees in Sudan, spots of South Sudan as well, some 41 degrees, 42, Mali, Niger. So this goes does cool down a bit during the night, spots, but still around the high 20s, 30s degrees, even during the night. And if it remains warm during the night, it can be dangerous for the health. So stay safe. By Friday, still some 41 degrees in Sudan, South Sudan, spots of Chad. And one place that's literally boiling, but it's not in Africa, is Pakistan and India, even close to like 47 degrees there. So that's our next video. Stay tuned for that if you know someone there. But still here for like further south in Central Africa, just some normal tropical temperatures, some spots even to like 18, 19 degrees. But Friday this goes, and some point in the afternoon it gets even warmer there, some 42, 43 degrees, spots of Mali and Niger as well, some 41 degrees, even in Cameroon to 43 degrees. So stay safe in those areas. And then Saturday still shows spots of Burkina Faso, Mali to 43, even close to 44 degrees. The heat indices might be even close to like 45, 46 degrees, depending on the sun, the humidity, and everything. So please stay safe in those temperatures. And shows like spots of Chad, 42 as well. And this spot in northern Ethiopia to 43 degrees. So stay safe if you are there Saturday during the night. Still colder there in the north, some 5 degrees, 4 degrees. Central Algeria in the 20s and things, but still shows in Morocco some -2, some -1. So be aware those areas. Then Sunday afternoon still shows some 43 degrees, 42, even Libya to 42 degrees. That's very far north already. Spots of Sudan to 41 degrees, northern Cameroon. So yeah, stay safe in those areas. Still shows Monday, spots of Libya, next Monday the 21st, even Sudan to 44 degrees, more in Cameroon. So this goes, and it might continue this way because this time of year it's just very hot there, this pre-monsoon. So please stay safe, even to 45 degrees in Sudan, later on the 25th in Chad, close to 45 degrees as well. So just be careful there and please stay safe. South Africa, on the other hand, and Lesotho is already down to 2 degrees, 3 degrees, spots of 7, 8 degrees. In Botswana, during the night, some 17, Namibia, some 16, in Angola, and more spots there. So, Tuesday, does show especially Wednesday morning, 3 degrees in Lesotho, and even less. And Madagascar and the islands still pretty tropical, but then this goes Wednesday afternoon does go up a bit in Madagascar and some spots northern Madagascar, Mozambique even to 32 degrees, spots in Angola close to 35, Kenya and Somalia some warmer spots to 38, but nothing that crazy compared to Central North Africa. So this goes Wednesday. Thursday morning shows even in Lesotho down to -1 in the mountains, some 0 degrees, 2 degrees, so definitely some below average temperatures there. But it's mid-fall as well, so it's quite normal. So shows some 9 degrees, 8 degrees, some higher mountains to 2 degrees in South Africa, and more spots in interior there of Angola, 15, 13, Namibia, spots of Zambia, much cooler as well, and Kenya even to 11 degrees in the higher elevation. So Thursday afternoon still shows warmer spots on Namibia, South Africa, even to 35 degrees, 34 degrees, some specific spots. In Botswana, some low 30s still, spots of southern Angola, even to 36 degrees. So some spots are still hot. In Madagascar, some 35, 34 degrees, spots of Kenya to 36, Somalia. So beware Thursday, Friday still shows in this western coast from Angola to South Africa, those higher temperatures, spots of Mozambique, but still colder in the morning in Lesotho, South Africa, those spots there. So be aware those areas. And finally, this loaded here, that this is the Canadian model for the rainfall. Next 3 days or so, it does have close to 100 millimeters in spots of southern Cameroon, has specific spots in Somalia, Ethiopia. Those white and black spots are more than 100 millimeters. Black is even like to 200, and some more spots in Western Africa as well. So let's see if it goes until Sunday there. So Saturday, still those temperatures there, slightly cooler during the night, and some spots warmer during the day. So be aware those areas, but nothing that extreme compared to Central Africa. So here, there the wind gust too shows slightly gustier in the Atlantic near Namibia and South Africa. This goes, there's this extratropical cyclone trying to form near South Africa. Wednesday, tomorrow, some higher gusts in the ocean, might have some larger waves too. So Wednesday, Thursday, maybe some breezier conditions in Mozambique. So Thursday, Friday, still some wind there. And then Friday, Saturday, shows like this failed tropical system trying to become something, but not really having hope. Just some wind gusts south of it, might be like kind of breezy in Port Maturin, but it doesn't really get there. So yeah, shows Tuesday, Wednesday. So beware. There's the GFS as well. So shows like the extratropical cyclone goes, some winds in the ocean near South Africa. Sometimes the GFS does have slightly breezier northern South Africa and Botswana Saturday, and some spots there. So be aware. But just know that these downpours and tropical thunderstorms can have strong winds inside of them as well. So stay safe in those areas. There, the wind gusts in Algeria and Morocco, and there it's very busy. So let me see here, and just 1 second. Here, so still shows in the Mediterranean near Morocco, Sahara Gus, and specific areas in central Morocco as well, Sahara Gus near central northern Morocco, and spots of Libya too, in the Mediterranean, even some spots in Algeria, slightly higher gusts, and those storms too. So this shows Wednesday, tomorrow's Sahara Gus in Algeria. Beware of blowing dust, but especially just the gusts themselves, the higher, bigger waves in the Mediterranean, and in Morocco too. Some of the Canary Islands and central Morocco, slightly gustier. So Wednesday, this goes Tunisia too, some higher gusts in Libya, spots in Algeria, some 78, 79 km per gust. So Thursday, in Europe, it's like very insane, those wind gusts, because of the low pressures developing there. So like 99 km per gust in Corsica, southern France close to 90 km per gust Thursday. So please be aware those areas, and even the wind warnings I showed you there in Bosnia, Croatia, and spots of Sicily as well, Malta, and spots of Spain, Sahara Gus. So be aware. So Thursday, Friday still shows a spot or two, like in the Atlantic, slightly breezier. And then Saturday might be even breezier near Morocco and Spain because of a new front. And then sometimes shows these very specific spots, slightly breezier, central northern Africa, and still shows possibly on the 21st in Algeria, spots there still in Libya, some spots on the 21st, 22nd, still shows maybe in the Black Sea on the 22nd, not Black Sea, Red Sea. So shows in Sudan, in Eritrea, spotted too, Mauritania, but it's still 1 week out. This will change, but already shows some spots slightly higher. But now, until Friday, will be the windiest time, so be careful. Those areas. There's the icon that is, can be even stronger in some areas. The icon even close to 100, spotted to in Morocco and in Algeria, and the icon in Malta is just insane. The icon like to 136 km per gust there. That's no joke. So yeah, be careful. Spots of Bosnia, Croatia, more spots in Europe there. So stay safe. And good to mention the waves too in the Atlantic and in the Mediterranean because of this. And even shows like Thursday with that cyclone, even to 5 meter waves in the coast close to 4. So yeah, stay safe in the coast of northern Africa as well. So be aware those areas, and here I don't think you will load. So yeah, so stay safe.